Okay, so Jerry Brasfield was started this business for a very simple reason. He wanted other people to enjoy health by using good nutritional supplements, by making sure people get the correct nutrition for their health. That is how the dream of Neolife started. And over the years, since 1958, when the company started, we've had different milestones. We have been pioneers in cellular nutrition. What is cellular nutrition? The thinking that nutrition begins in the cells, not in what you put in your mouth. What gets to the cell is what causes nutrition. We have more than 100 milestone achievements, simply meaning that we've had more than 100 different fast or achievements that we've had in product manufacturing, in automation, in product design, in the manufacturing process, in the potency of our products. And then we've got exciting stories all around the world. The 55 countries in Africa, I think about 14 countries, then the rest of the world in Europe, in the Americas, in the Asian region. We've had really fantastic stories about what the products have done for people and about the financial success that people have. But the pillars of our business, the 5 things that has helped our business to grow all these years, we call them the 5 basic principles of success. The first one is absolute honesty and integrity. We believe we need to tell our customers and the public that our products are actually what they are. Absolute honesty and integrity is the foundation of our business. Number 2, people are number 1. The most important resource we have in our business is people. If we don't have people, we don't have anything. Number 3, products at work. Neolife has made a tremendous effort to put together a group of scientists who make sure we've got the best products in the marketplace. Number 4, equal opportunity for everybody. Everybody who starts this business starts exactly at the same level. And the last one, long-range vision. You need to have a long-range vision. We've got distributors who have been in the business for over 50 years, some over 40, some over 30 years, some over 20 years. So when you start this business, have a very long-range view. Now, what products do we have in this company? What do we want to bring to the marketplace? Our mission is to make the world a healthier and a happier place. The first one is we want to look better. How do we look better? Because we've got the best products for skin and personal care, the products on the left-hand side of the screen. Then we want to feel better. That is, we want to have good health. That's why we have the nutritional supplements, which make up about 60 to 62% of our business volume. And then we want to live better. How do we live better? By having the best cleaning products we have in the marketplace. This is a whole range of our business, or the whole range of the products that we distribute in our business. These are the group of scientists who make sure that we have the best products in the marketplace. We've got scientists who are specialized in technology and research, biochemistry, food science, manufacturing, sports nutrition. We've got the best minds in the scientific world to make sure we've got the best products in the marketplace. The founder of this scientific advisory board was Dr. Arthur First. He was late. He passed on in 2005 after having one of the best scientific minds in the world in terms of the human health. We talked about cellular nutrition earlier. What is cellular nutrition? Cellular nutrition, nutrition actually starts in the cell. What you put in your mouth is your diet. What your cells get is what is nutrition. So if you have a cell that the cell membrane does not permit efficient flow of nutrients in and removal of waste, you have a cell which is sick or unhealthy because the cell membrane does not permit that simple flow of nutrients in and out of the cell. What you should have is a cell membrane which is permeable and soft, takes in nutrients and remove waste after the reaction to create energy we need has been completed in the cell. That is what cellular nutrition is in terms, a simple explanation. What is the solution to the challenges with the poor nutrition? This is a signature product of our business. It's called ProVitality. ProVitality is a package of products that has 4 different products in it. The first is called 3NN, the green capsule. 3NN helps our cells to absorb nutrients efficiently. It's got 3 essential oils that you get from plants. That is rice, wheat, and soya. Sorry, grains, not plants. Grains, rice, wheat, and soya that makes the cell membrane soft and permeable. The next one is carotenoid complex, which is made from tomatoes, carrots, apples, berries, the red-colored foods that helps to strengthen our immune system. Then we have omega-3, which is a fish oil. It helps our bodies to reduce inflammation. And then the last one is the green tablet is called multi. Multi is a multi-mineral complex. And you get from these natural sources. The other products we have is a home care range. This is what makes your home look neat, to live well. On the left-hand side, we have Super 10, the yellow-colored cleaning product. It's a heavy-duty concentrate for cleaning stains on your carpet, on your tiles, in the kitchen, in your oven. When you have something that requires heavy-duty cleaning, we use Super 10. 1 liter of Super 10 you mix with 10 liters of water. On the right-hand side, you have LDC, which is a light-duty concentrate, a multi-purpose cleaner. You mix 1 to 5, 1 liter of the product, you mix with 5 liters of water. And in our home, we use this to clean the dishes, the kitchen, the bathroom, the toilet, the tiles. I use it to shower. I use it to shave, to wash the car. So one product can do so many different things in the house. And then you have a care solution, the middle one, which is a disinfectant, very concentrated. You mix it 1 to 50 parts, 1 to 50 parts with water. Then you have this, one of the best products we have in our business, Supergrow, is a product that helps farmers to increase their yield. It's a multi-purpose. You use it both for indoors and outdoor plants. It's got proven performance. If you're a guest, speak to the person who invited you. They'll give you more information about the power of Supergrow. It helps plants absorb nutrients efficiently and also reduces evaporation, and you actually save a lot of water. Then we have the skincare products. The largest organ in your body is your skin. So we've got products to detoxify and cleanse your skin, products to rejuvenate the skin, balance moisture on your skin. So we've got a range of products for mainly 2 types of skin, normal to dry skin and combination to oily skin. So if you're a guest or if you're somebody who wants to have a look at the products, the person who invited you will give me more details about this. We've talked about the company, we've talked about the products. Let's see and talk about the business. What is this business that we want to share with you? This business is a simple way to generate additional income without leaving what you're doing as an independent distributor. But before you start the business, you need to have a dream. You need to have a desire to have more than you have normally. If you want to buy, if your dream is to buy a car, your dream is to travel, the dream is to buy a house, to have financial freedom, this business can achieve those dreams that you have if you learn what we do, follow the advice of your leader, and keep building the business. Let's see how the business works. This business works when you do 3 things every day. 3 daily success habits. Number 1, we use the products. All of us who are in the business use the products because we are supporting our own business. And secondly, we want people who will recommend products to know that we believe in what we are recommending. The second thing you do every day is to share the product and the opportunity. That simply means you speak to your neighbor, your friends, your relative, people you know, either to be product users or to be business builders like yourself. And the third thing we do every day is personal development. It simply means you take time to learn how to be a leader in the business. Learn about the products, learn about the company, learn about the compensation plan, learn about how to build an organization. Let's see in practice how this happens. This is you. You've registered the Neolife as a distributor. If you register as a Neolife distributor, step number one, use the products. Our signature product is this ProVitality or 3NN. This is basically the foundation of our nutrition program. The next thing you do is you start speaking to people. First, look for customers. Share the product. Share the product simply means you recommend the product for other people to use the products. Let's say in this example, you've got 6 people who buy products from you to use. Each of them has bought a bottle of 3NN, 60 capsules each, and you generate 102 PV. What is a PV? A PV is a measure of the volume of business generated. It is standardized worldwide. This product, 3NN, 60 capsules, is 17 PV, any country where you do business in Neolife. So the idea is to reach 100 PV. If you do that and you've got 6 customers, your income is about $30 a month. That is the profit you get from selling products or recommending products to your friends, relatives, and neighbors, because as a distributor, you buy the products at a discount. The next thing is you share the business. That is, you introduce your friend, your relative, your neighbor to build an organization like you are doing. They will also have the people they introduce. They'll also have their customers who want to use their products. If you build a group that is doing 1,000 PV, you become a senior manager. Your income is roughly $300 a month. That is much more money than what you need to get started in the business. The next thing is you start to duplicate yourself. It simply means you begin to teach the people you brought into the business to do what you do. That is, you use the products, you've got customers that you supply to, but you also introduce other people to be business builders. In this example, you've got your friends, your relatives, your neighbors who reach senior manager. You also build an organization. If you total up your volume, you reach director level, and your income is about between $500 and $750 a month as a director. That is just the beginning of the whole thing. What is your next goal? Your next goal is to help other people in your team to become directors in your business. So if you build 2-3 directors, you're also a director. You become a world team member, and as a world team member, your income is between $1,500 and $3,000 US dollars a month. But you need to keep duplicating the process. That means you train other people to reach director level by support, by information, encouraging them, speaking on their behalf to their customers. If you build 6 directors in your organization and you're doing more than 100,000 points, your income is about $6,000 a month. That's an exciting income to have. So at this juncture, I want to introduce one of our leaders in the business, somebody whose business has grown in leaps and bounds. Let me just make them post. Okay, Grace, if you can hear me, you can unmute yourself. If you're a guest, please listen to this story. Grace has been one of the most successful leaders in our business in the East African region. Let me not preempt her wonderful story. Hi, Grace, how are you?
I'm good, Pascal.
Yes, I know you are a bit exhausted, but we are very excited to want to hear your story. As you can see, the number of people who logged in to hear your story has exceeded 400. So you can see the impact you're having in our Kenyan and East African business. Karibu.
Asante sana. Thank you so much, Pascal. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can hear you.
Thank you for all that you do, your great leadership, and Betty here in East Africa and beyond. We are so grateful to have you. And I'm very excited this evening to be on this platform. My name is Grace Chege. I'm a mother and I'm married to my business partner, Caesar. Professionally, I'm a HR, and that is how Neolife found me. Neolife invitation found me when I was in the office. And I always tell people this was my first business, and I truly thank God for this, the Neolife opportunity. Just like so many other professionals out there, I was busy with office work every day, and that is how the message and the invitation kept coming on my phone. And I kept resisting, but one day I decided to go. When I got the message of the invitation to go for a meeting, it was a physical meeting. It was a very hard time in my life. And I keep asking myself, why didn't I go quickly? But I thank God, his timing is the best. I remember that time in my life, about 11 years ago, things were very hard for me. And just to take you back, uh, I got married, and after, below 2 years in my marriage, my husband started getting ill. And it was not serious, it was only a headache. And he kept on taking painkillers. And unfortunately, things started changing very quickly. And from one doctor to another, the doctor said he has migraine, and other doctors, when we went further, we found that, he had a condition called Menias condition, and this was very sad because it was affecting him day by day. Number one, he developed high blood pressure. And I want to talk to the people on this call because most of the people, when they hear high blood pressure, they think about, people who are very, very old. But my husband started getting sick before he got to 40 years. So at this time in my life, things were not easy. I had become the only breadwinner. And at that time, we were looking for money to go to India for his treatment. And he had already developed a complication of a stroke, and things were not easy. So when I found this message coming to my phone, I thought that there were scammers. People keep saying that, oh, I'm being scammed. And let me ask you, my friends, what was I being scammed? What did I have to be scammed to start with? So I remember when that message came to my phone, I decided to go one day. And for the distributors on this call, never give up on anyone. I was invited for 6 months. And when I went for that meeting, I truly thank God. I sat at the front, the very front. I listened to every speaker. I was not very excited about the products, but when they started talking about the money, uh, I said, wow, this is an opportunity. I can do part-time. And that day I looked at the professionals who were there, and they said they were still doing the business on part-time. And they explained the opportunity. They talked about travel, and it was at the Hilton Hotel in February, the year 2014. And that very day, I made a decision to join this business. Back at home, I went and shared the opportunity with my husband. He was not so happy about it, and he was not interested. But for me, what I saw in that meeting that day kept ringing on my phone. I mean, on my mind. And I said, this business, I am going to succeed. I am going to change my life. Do you know why? Because at that time now, it was not just taking my husband to the hospital. We were in debt. life was not good. I always tell people that in every lady or in every woman's life, there are some girlish dreams. And when I went to school and I got a job, and I thank God I got a job very early, uh, I had dreams. There was what I was hoping. And one of the things I was hoping is to get married in a nice wedding. Things happened. Yes, that happened. But unfortunately, now here is a sick husband, less than 2 years in the marriage, and I'm struggling, and my dreams are coming down, and I can't see any hope. Now I attend this meeting. There is a lot of hope, but also there seems to be a lot of work behind this business. So I thank God. I really thank God because uh, the little faith I had, I started taking action. Action in what? I'm a new distributor. I started attending trainings. And that time, there was no Zoom training, my friends. The trainings were physical. And now I have an 8 to 5 job. I have an ailing husband who I have to take to the hospital often. He is not interested with the business. And I'm a new distributor. And my wife for joining Neolife was additional income because I looked at the opportunity. And the first day in that meeting, I got a lot of hope. I said, if I can only get about Kenya shillings 20,000 extra income together with my salary, I can be able to see what I can do. And let me tell you, that small hope kept me going. I became a senior manager, and now I started understanding that their products and what they do. I didn't get everything quite well, but when you developed, when I developed interest, day by day, I started realizing now I'm getting what Training can do. I have the products, I'm using them. And the good thing about the products, my husband started using the products, and day by day, things started changing. I truly thank God because of our products. They work. We used millions in India. I was in India 2 months with my husband. We came back, we were still broke. But I truly thank God for this opportunity because what the doctor said he could not do when we were leaving India, he can now do. And he started doing after at least taking the products for 6 months to 1 year because his high blood pressure was very high and he had so many side effects from the surgery. And sometimes I'd look at him and say, is he getting better or did he get worse? I know maybe someone on this call is understanding when you have a sick patient and you're feeling like they're not getting better. But our products, garlic allium, omega salmon, threonine, lipotropic, and I love that Neolife keeps inventing. One of the products that have helped my husband through his journey, to rule out hypertension is CoQ10. So my friends, he understood and he saw the products work. So that's the power of our products. But let me tell you, my friends, when I realized that I can build this business, I just said, no matter how many no's I get, and you can see the no started right in my house. The other no's came from the workplace. You see, my colleagues knew me as a HR, as a learned friend, and they had not understood how Grace can be selling medicine in quotes. They thought supplements are medicine. And they compared Neolife to so many other bad companies. And for me, I was set. So the no's that I got in my office were a lot of no's. The people that I worked with for a long time said no, my colleagues. But my friends, training is very important. The more I went for training, I was taught that this business, you can talk to the people in the cold market, you can get contacts, you can get a referral. And let me tell you, this is very true. My first director and the team that I developed for me to get to director came from a referral system. I went to a friend of mine. I was very hungry to succeed. And I asked him, can you give me some names? I was a senior manager and I really wanted to get my team going. And I asked him, can you just, even if you don't want to join the business, can you just give me a few names of people who can join? And I was the boss in the office, and my friend Anthony gave me some lists. And one of the people I'll never forget became my first director, my first senior manager. And, I started developing the business. And in 7 months, I became a director. One of the things that before I got to director was, I got used to people saying no until I appreciated that yes, no is a process to yes. And that is how I was able to, develop a thick skin, because when you're new and you have people around you, and especially my two sisters, there are people who know my two sisters on this call, and I only have two sisters, and they told me, Grace, this is not something that you can do. Look for something else to do. So it was not easy, but I was focused, I was all ready, and I did everything possible. In the office, working 8 to 5 was not easy. Then after 5, you are tired. But my friends, you can sacrifice. I did sacrifice. I was going for training, and I've developed, managers and senior managers in my team, and I became a director in 7 months. Imagine 7 months, a part-timer. And I'm here to affirm to you that you can do this business on part-time. So I did not just relax as director. I said, if I can get 58,000 Kenya shillings, about 500 US dollars on part-time, if I can support this team as I sponsor other new people, I think I can be able to get to the top. And guess what? In only 1 year, 1 month, I became a SAFA director on part-time. Now everything changed. We started paying debt. My husband saw the business. He's now getting well. And when I became a director, just to get back a bit, he attended with me the first recognition meeting as a director. And he kept saying how this business is good, how we shall work it out. And remember, he had said no. So I remember when we were told we are going to travel with Neolife as Sapphire directors, 1 year in business as part-timers. He was so excited, and he was the first person to pack the bags. And, we traveled with him. I have been traveling with him for the last 10 years. But that is a wake-up call to anyone listening to me, just in case you have rejection around you or rejection around where you work, just like me. It is possible to succeed on part-time. I continued building my business on part-time as a SAFA director. My husband got well. And, in 1 year, there was a big difference. Actually, I remember in 1 year's time, we called the doctor in India, and he could not believe that Caesar, my husband, was driving, because they said he could not be able to drive and do so many things, or even stand up for a long time, because he had nerve complications. But our products are amazing, Calmac and so many other products that he took in his long journey to recovery. Now this is a business, we are paying our debts, and now people started respecting us. Let me tell you, when you're poor, no one considers your opinion. When you're poor, nobody remembers your name. And if they remember your name, they will only remember that you are someone who is always born. They started looking at me differently. They started giving me a smile, even when I was not smiling. They started showing they're believing in me. And let me tell you, this was the beginning of international travel. I want you to note, we had not traveled internationally before. Sun City, South Africa was our first destination. And we've continued to travel, and that was in the year 2015. If maybe you're on this call for your first time, I traveled in only 1 year. It is possible for you to travel the world. And remember, this is the benefit that comes after you doing, very small things, talking to people, and consistently doing the right thing. One of the things that helped me so much to do this business on part-time is using my time well. Many people out there say, I don't have time, but I can tell you we surely have time. Because how was I getting time, and where was I getting time? I realized in the office space, people are there taking tea, maybe in my office, maybe using too much time to talk, or even maybe some idle time when the bosses are not there. So I started using every time, free time I have differently. Remember now, building the business on part-time, and as a Sapphire director, the business is growing. I continue to sacrifice heavily for the future I used to see very brightly. And today I say, I'm looking to our future easily. Our son was very young, below 3 years. And, traveling in this country to support other leaders, I started creating directors. And today, I have so many leaders in my organization. And as I grew my business, I realized that also there are challenges. There are people who will come and others will stay. And so I focus to sponsor and build more leaders. So there are challenges even as you grow that you're going to realize that they are coming even when there's growth. In the year 2019, after traveling to, that is in 2015, Sun City, 2017, Cape Town for the first time, and 2018, we went to Mauritius for the first time. In 2019, we became One Ruby directors, and we went to Abu Dhabi. And that same year, we went for Ruby orientation in South Africa as part-timers. I am here as a proof that you can do this business on part-time and succeed. Use your time well, have a lot of courage and sacrifice. Sacrifice for time and sacrifice to build other leaders. In 2019, September, I made a decision. I came and talked to my husband and I told him I want to resign after doing the business on 6 years. Today, as I talk to you, I'm no longer employed. I've left the private sector. I'm doing the Neolife opportunity on part-time. The benefits are there. We've been able to travel the world. We've been able to, we just come back in May, we were in Cape Town. And, in 2023, we were in Turkey, Istanbul. And in last year, we were in Mauritius for the second time. And this year, Cape Town for the second time. And, we traveled even with one of our world team leaders. And even there before, I have traveled with my world team leaders. Today, it is no longer about me. I have developed a business of duplication. And I thank God so much for the Neolife opportunity. Sometimes I ask myself, what if I was stuck in the office syndrome, in the white collar jobs that you think getting to the next step is always the best? But now I stepped to the world of unknown in network marketing that proved that, for me, network marketing, anyone can learn and do it. Here I am as a HR, now building my business full time internationally. I can tell you things have changed. My business has developed across the world. I thank God that so many people's lives have been touched. And this is a business I've been able to build on social media. I've been able to see my team develop on social media. I thank God because some of the leaders I have in my country here in Kenya and even abroad, there are people I've developed through the social media. So this is a business that is very doable. I truly thank God I've been able to develop leaders that have been able to travel. Like in 2020, I was able to develop my team in the US. And I'm so grateful to the Neolife opportunity that this is not a business that you have to travel. My business is now very big in Africa. And it's not just about my country, Kenya. It's about the impact that is happening through the leaders I have created. To see my business develop in countries like US, across Africa, across Europe. This is a real opportunity. And yet I'm seated in Kenya. During COVID-19, a change happened. And the change that happened to the whole world. And that's when I developed the interest of growing leaders through Zoom. And that is how I developed an international business. I developed world team members in the US. And today I'm so happy because my team has world team members. Today is no longer about me, but it's about the beautiful stories that have been created because I said yes. Today, when I look at the opportunity, our lives have changed. Through this opportunity for the last 4 years, we've not missed over 3,000 US dollars. Kenya shillings 400,000 every month as our income plus profits. this is an opportunity for me. I could not be able to compare. Even I was telling a friend of mine, even if I stuck to to my office or to my HR job for so many years, I could not get the income I'm getting. Today, I've seen my leaders make a lot of money. I've been able to develop so many things. I've been able to make investment. Today, we are driving cars. It's not about only cars. I've been able to see people come to my team and they are doing great things. They're building homes. They are developing themselves. The struggles we had of finances. And I tell people financial empowerment is key because today the things that I saw that I could not be able to afford, like, developing property and buying property, it has come as a reality. The respect and the friends I have been able to build, the leaders I've been able to build. But this has not come without some things that I want to share with us. Number one, you need to have courage. Courage. I remember not just courage to go out and develop people, which I have done, but courage to get out of poverty, courage to get out of saying I'm so well educated. Because sometimes, like here in my country, people who have gone to school like me, they just want to eat titles. You cannot eat titles. My friends, network marketing pays. If you're on this call and you're employed, it's okay. You can have a title of a director of education. I was seeing sometime, I think 2 weeks ago, the director of education, what they get in Kenya. And I was comparing and I say, oh God, thank you to Neolife. Thank you to network marketing that I'm earning 5 times more than that kind of a person, maybe who took 30 years to get to that kind of payment. So I want to open up your mind, courage to step out and learn and do this business. Courage that got me to develop my dreams. I remember I came to this business without a driving license, without title deeds. I came to this business without an international passport. I've been able to travel the world. I've been able to get out of the comfort zone, the fear of saying, I'm educated and I have nothing. The courage to go out and step out and just sacrifice for other people is very important. Number two is the mindset shift. I've been able to change my mindset from an employee mindset to a business builder. I've been able to take risks. I've been able to, for me, seeing myself, I've told you about the girlish dreams. There are things I really wanted as a woman. And I was saying, this is the kind of life I want. But let me tell you, day by day, it proved so hard, especially when we were in debt and a sick husband. But today, Neolife has opened all my dreams. Today, when I look at what I have developed, the things that are in my name, at my age, I celebrate myself. And the mindset shift to come out and know this is a business. I came from employee where we get a salary at the end of the month. And that's what makes many people in African countries remain employed because they feel like it's a security of poverty. You are being paid less than 50,000 and you have 5 children and you stick that job for 40 years. Yet this is a business I've been able to develop. And for me to love the products, to learn the products, to know how the products work, and to know that our products are an impact to the whole world. Today, when I see the biggest thing is an attitude. I came here thinking that, in network marketing, I'm working for my upline. I'm working for the people who are ahead of me, like Pascal, my uplines. No, this is a business whereby you can come today, develop a teachable attitude, and you can be able to go so far. And also priority of what? Priority of time. And priority comes with sacrifice. There are things that I dropped, my friends. Do you know I had friends who they were just they had poor mindsets. They're educated, but all they think is taking coffee on a Friday and just pulling money together. to get into an expensive restaurant, yet there is no money. But when I came here, I realized that I can sell omega-3, I can sell Supergrow, I can make money every day. And the greatest thing that makes me clap for myself are the people who told me, Grace, you cannot make it. Today they're celebrating me. I have a friend of mine who have joined my business after 10 years. I called her when I was a senior manager. She looked down on me and she told me, Grace, I eat a balanced diet. I take carrots. I don't know, blah, 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 blah. She told me all those things. And guess what? She gave me a no. I continued talking to other people. And because Pascal has taught us about no, 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 yes. 10 years later, she came and joined my business. Today, I'm so excited because also about the other thing is getting off excuses. There are excuses that, like me coming into Neolife, having a very young son. And today, my son is 14. I thank God. Anything he wants, he can afford. The school he is in, we can afford. Like 2 years ago, I saw many parents pulling their children out from that school because they said it's too expensive. But I could afford that. We could afford that with my husband. The other thing is about commitment. Commitment. Many people love results, but they don't want to get committed. I have seen people getting committed. I'm so proud of my team across board, Team Power International, are people who sacrifice, people who are in other countries. They're not waiting for grace to work. They've been able to see this opportunity and they're running with it. I'm proud of people who have mentored me and they have shown me the way. I am so proud of the person I am becoming because the future is not just about now. There are so many things for me to achieve. Apart from that, I want to encourage the guests on this call. Guess if you could look at my story, I didn't have time. I came at what people can say a wrong time, but I came out and today I am here. I am a successful business builder. I have been able to touch many people's lives. And today in this call, I want to encourage you as a guest, get out of comfort zone, especially those in East Africa or in Africa. We are getting employed and there's too much, too little pay, and you find that maybe you're getting to retirement. When I look at my retirement, it's going to be bright. And the way I am looking at my life in the future, it's amazing. Today, the things I have counted, the people that have impacted their lives, I could not do that in employment. I could not do that as a HR in the office. I want to talk to the distributors. Please work long term. Think long term. When I was zero, 1, 2 days in this business, I said I'm going to work it out until I get results. I said I'm going to compete with myself until I change my mindset. I can tell you from a check of 1,400 to where I am today, it is by God's grace. But I will also tell you that it is through you to rise up and do something. As a distributor, shut that voice that is telling you that you're only a director, you're only a sapphire. Let me tell you, I have from the last 3 months, I got out and I said, I am going to sponsor afresh. Like for the last 3 months, I have been doing my 3 in 30. I have been going out and talking to people. And I thank God the possibility of Neolife is across board, be it on strangers, be it on the cold market, the warm market, the social media. It is possible. Just believe. You need to believe. You need to have that mindset shift as a distributor, because you who is listening to me as a distributor, you are the next president team member, you are the next Ruby director. And I can tell you, for me, the person I am today is the greatest thing. And it is not the HR I was, it is what network marketing, Neolife business has done to me. If today I can be able to do all that I have done through this opportunity, then you can do more. God bless you, and let's work. Back to you, Pascal. Pascal, back to you. Gladys, back to you. Pascal, can you hear me? Gladys?
Yeah, yes, Grace.
Yes, back to you.
I think we can wrap it up. Just tell them what they need to join and we wrap it up.
Okay, thank you so much, Gladys. As we end this call tonight, I just want to tell you that what you need this moment, as even as we look, we are in the month of August. If you're on this call as a guest, talk to the person who invited you, and you need Kenya shillings 11,700 to join in Kenya, 9,200 as well, or equivalent to $100 in your market. I'm saying in your market because I know on this call we have people joining us from across board in Africa and beyond. And I just want to tell you, this is the first day. If you make this decision, this is your first day, to change your life. And just don't come in for money only. As you work, you're going to transform the lives of many people. We are going to travel the world together. We are looking at Egypt. Next year, in the month of May, we are going to Egypt. And I want to really encourage the distributors to go out. Let us build the business and let us get committed, because the world is waiting for us to be the change, and we are the change with Neolife. Thank you so much, and let's meet next time on this call. Thank you.